Good afternoon. Bob Nuchow here, reading prose I wrote about my mom, author of Myron's Magic Cow and the Old Lion, for my book, A Dream Never Reached, available on Amazon, and her prose called The Tablecloth. Here are her books, Myron's Magic Cow and the Old Lion, photos, me with my mom, right here. Those are my sisters Laura, Dara, and Penny. There I am with my brother-in-law Tim, Dara's husband. That's at the train station in New Rochelle. I think this is in New York City. And some fun times with my mom here. And here's the last one. I have a photo collage I put together of my sister Penny's wedding. And the last piece is what my sister Penny called her remarkably beautiful and creative tablecloth mixed media art. And I'll be reading this with this video. I hope you enjoy listening to the words spoken that were written by me and my mom. I also hope you'll enjoy any of my 26 self-published books available on Amazon if you decide to get one of them. Now here's my first bit of prose from page 135 of A Dream Never Reached. The creativity, intelligence, friendship, patience, and always loving support of my forever teaching published children's book author mom, Marlene, Roberta, Abrahms, Nuchow, Cohen, Newman, is missed every day. It's been years since my mom passed on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, January 15, 2014. My mom comforted, nurtured, coaxed, pushed, guided, inspired me as a friend, mentor, late in life as a middle school teacher after raising me and my sisters, and her lifelong love of writing, and then finally publishing her children's book at age 75. And yes, my mom had a husband wall of photos from her 3 marriages in a small room of her last home in Delmar, New York, before spending the final days in hospice at a nursing home. And one of the special gifts our mom gave us growing up was never to feel poor, while she struggled to provide for her children as a single mom between the gaps of her 3 marriages. And our mom, she loved to write. She got her teaching credentials after raising 4 children, and then taught middle school students along with English while serving as a school librarian. And our mom published her first children's book, Myron's Magic Cow, at age 75. Her second book, The Old Lion, was published before she passed on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, Wednesday, January 15, 2014. So our mom's other gift was instilling us the gift of creating something out of nothing, and with nothing but our imagination. We didn't think twice about not having money to buy holiday and birthday presents for each other. We simply made gifts and wrote poems for each other, thinking that this is what folks normally did for holidays and birthdays. My mom, published children's book author, Marlene, Newman, teacher and friend, gifted me with her love of writing, thus sharing a bit of herself with me with the art of the written word. And next is my mom's writing from her remarkably beautiful and creative tablecloth mixed media art titled The Tablecloth. Yesterday, I did something I do not often do. I don't remember the last time I opened my ironing board. It was time to prepare to put away Aunt Ella's tablecloth. I don't remember how long I've had it, only the love that came with it when she gave it to me. It's still quite beautiful, even with the patch that bears my crude stitching, not at all like the elegance and proficiency of my darling aunt. I was not even sure I would remember how to iron. My grandmother did not iron, she pressed. I stood there fussing with how to approach this heirloom, how to keep it from hitting the utility room floor as I worked. My left hand was no longer mine. It was my dear grandma's. It moved as I had seen hers move to smooth out the cloth. We were together in the kitchen on the South 6th Avenue in Mount Vernon, where the ceiling was made of stamped tin. The icebox was on the wall near the back door, far from the sink. Then we were on Tippett Avenue in the Bronx. Grandpa struggled up the stairs with his canes and then with his crutches. Later, they lived in the elevator apartment building on Cambridge Avenue. He removed all the door saddles so he could easily pass from one room to room with his wheelchair. Grandma sat by the window and crocheted as she watched the world going by. Ella was herself knitting or working on one or more of her half-begun projects. She was sitting in the living room on Saratoga Avenue, smoking Raleighs to save on coupons. Maddie watched wrestling on a 10-inch black and white TV and chewed his fingers. I was in the kitchen helping her as she baked the chocolate cake made with mayonnaise. Where is that recipe now? Who would dare to eat all that sugar and cholesterol? Back in 50 East, I am watching Fran, listening to Fran as she plays the piano and teaches others how. And even Bob is stretched out on the couch so he could play with his mind or cajole all the nieces and all the nephews and children of his own to scratch head or the bottom of his feet. Today is my 78th birthday. I stand here and press Ella's cloth. The years vanish and I am the child. They are all with me, guiding me, preparing me for what is to come when I am no longer the child, but the mother, the grandmother, watching and caring for and loving my children and my grandchildren as I have been loved. I fold the tablecloth and put it away in the drawer, ready for another time to share the present and to remember what had come before. And that was Marlene Newman, 2007. And finally, my prose title, Anniversary. A word written by my mom with so many from her stories, a passion to create worlds of imagination gifted to my sister and me, a desire to write is a legacy. Lives on after our mom's gone, memories of past and hope future, enrich us all with beautiful treasures that begin with just one word on the page. Thanks for listening. I'm so grateful for the gift of my mom's love, her mentorship, friendship, and shared love of the written word. Wishing all a great day and a lifetime filled with many stories for you to share. Keep hope alive and take care. Until I read my next bit of prose, I'll see you then.